What is up, everybody? It is Grip Misfit, and I'm here with another video. And as you can see, there's no other people around me. So I'm actually going to show you guys a video on my collection. This is my collection of hats because a lot of people have been asking me, man, Grip Misfit, how much hats do you have? You keep on showing a different hat every video. And even school people recognize me wearing different hats. Like, how many hats do you have, Grip Misfit? So, man, I'm just gonna make a video showing my collection with you. This is gonna be pretty fun. I've been collecting hats for several years now, ever since 2020. I also collected Pokemon, some albums like music, and books and manga, so things like that. But first off, we got this iconic American Eagle hat, blue, light blue, with the American Eagle embroidered at the top. I bought this in the American Eagle store, of course, and I dressed a lot the American Eagle, like the jeans and the shirts, or the shirts that got the reboot. Other American Eagle stuff, I have the same hat as this, but it's just black color to match it with some black feet or dark feet. The American Eagle embroidered on top, and then I got the summertime edition one where it says American Eagle 1977 California, which is just summer themed for summer fits. I got this one, which says Zoológico de Varata, and I got this at the zoo at Puerto Vallarta because I studied there porque hablo español, and it was a fun experience in Mexico. I would love to go back there again, but I would really enjoy living there for more time. But I went to the zoo there, and also cool. I purchased a ticket to meet a baby tiger, and then once I came back, the dude who sold the tickets, he was like, "Man, just get whatever you want. Just get one item out of the shop." So, of course, I had to go with a hat since I'm a hat collector. That's the memory that comes to mind whenever I see this. It's like, oh, the hat comes with memories. A Mexico hat, which it says Mexico here, Mexico embroidered at the top, and as well as we got the Mexican flag here at the back. When you go to Mexico, you see so many people hustling. I really wanted a Mexico hat that said Mexico on it, and there's one lady that showed me a hat, and on top of the E here, it was an accent mark going the wrong way, and I was like, no, that's not right. It's supposed to have the accent mark going the other way. And she was like, how do you know that? And she was like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. First she was like, I know that. And I said, porque hablo español. And he said, man, in America, ain't nobody worry about it. And I'm like, no, I have friends with Latinos, I have friends that speak Spanish. Of course, we're gonna notice that the E, accent on the E is incorrect. So I just got the English Mexico, as you can see. Primitive black hat with this emblem resembling Taoism and Confucianism. They utilize this with many Chinese religions and Chinese philosophies for disseminate the bad and the good. Old English P for the primitive. A rattlesnake, and then on the side here, that's a dude lunching on his head. It says trying to find peace of mind. And on the back we got the primitive embroidered. So I know this is like referencing a dude on drugs. How I interpret it is that philosophers, they're always searching for a peace of mind. We have this consciousness, but it's very bad having consciousness sometimes because we dread about what's going to happen to us, or we have existential crisis. But if we didn't have consciousness, then therefore we wouldn't have those things. So it's like many of us philosophers are trying to find peace of mind because we're so scared about what's going to happen to us because we are trying to find truth to our questions. However, we can find a bunch of information, but we feel very overwhelmed. And a lot of us encounter existential crisis or existential dread, not knowing what's going to happen to us in terms of metaphysics. The next hat, if you watch my early videos with Kit Kat, you know what this is. It's the Wolf hat, or something, the Wolf album. I got this from Golf Wang for the Wolf album's 10th anniversary. Cherry Bomb, I actually bought this from Spotify. Spotify started releasing merch for Golf Wang. I was surprised when I started doing that, but so then I went ahead and got the Golf Wang Cherry Bomb hat, which is the next album. It's the third studio album created by Tyler the Creator, I believe. I'm a huge fan of Tyler the Creator. And if you haven't watched the videos, I recommend that you should. It's me with Kit Kat reacting to music videos and a video from the Wolf trilogy that the album's hated on. However, it just has so much diversity, and it's so colorful, and it's just so filled up with joy. And there's like really exciting songs such as Find Your Wings. You can't really put label or a type of description on this album. A whole bunch of feelings inside of this album, and it's specifically created by him, so you can't put a description onto it. But I just love that creation because I don't think that everything needs to have a description. This dude, man, he just creating anything that he desires, even if we don't like it, because people didn't like Cherry Bomb, and he knew that people would not like Cherry Bomb. But he still created it anyway to make music that he lives. And then I got this Pokemon hat. You know I love Pokemon. Pokemon hat, Squirtle. His eyes are embroidered in the mouth and nose, and got the eyebrows. And on the back, you got it embroidered 007, it's the Pokédex number, the Squirtle. However, you can't really match a lot with the eyes and everything. It's very distracting. I don't add it to a lot of fits. Most of the time, I add a golf wing or the primitive. Even like this, for example, I don't add to a lot of fits just because of how distracting it is. I like the low profile hats or the hats that are like not so colorful. I like to have low profile hats that add to the fit but don't take so much attention from the fit, if that can make sense. But this is like a galaxy, planet, stars, and everything. I don't use this for a lot of fits, but it's cool to look at. One of those unique hats you never really see out in the wild. Definitely a cool hat in my collection. A NASA hat, got the NASA embroidery. On here, you got the embroidery of Kennedy Spacer. I don't actually remember where I got this hat at, and it's kind of weird because on the side here, it has an embroidery for Kennedy Space Center. But I only went to the Kennedy Space Center one time and I got a different hat from there. But I don't remember getting how I got this hat. It's a big label to wear in pop culture nowadays. People wear that. It's like your hot beast. And if you think the emblem is cool, then go ahead and wear it. Now, and I will admit, I don't know a lot about rockets and whatnot. Space. I know that they're discovering other planets, but there's other planets in our galaxy. Like NASA knows that there's other planets in our galaxy that is habitable like Earth. I don't know too much about astronomy. I know that Mars is not suitable to live on because it's a gas planet, but somehow people are still wanting to go there. They can live there, and NASA is like, we'll get to Mars by this day or this year. Part of it is why we don't have a man on there is because it's a gas planet. I went to the Kennedy Space Center, and that was really cool seeing all the different models and different ships that they've used in the past that are on display in that museum. So this one I got in a little island called Kauai, and if you know anything about Hawaii or the state of Hawaii, then you know about Kauai. And Kauai is the most beautiful island in all of Hawaii, I will say, because it is just like you got the trees everywhere, so tropical. It's not like any of the other islands. You got the Oahu, which is so industrialized because it got Honolulu in there, and then you got the Big Island, which is just a volcano. So, but there's a lot of rocks from the volcano, like black rock everywhere. While in Kauai, it's very beautiful because you see so much biodiversity in nature, different type of plants, different type of trees. And if you ever went to Kauai, then you know how beautiful it is. It is one of the most beautiful places on Earth. But I went on this called the Kalau Trail, and I did not go on the trail. I mean, I did not walk on the trail, obviously, but I did go on a boat through there, and I saw a grotto. Never saw a grotto before. I did not know what that was. But it was just like a huge cave with vines on it. But I loved going on the boat. They were playing Hawaiian songs, singing Hawaiian. Rest in peace, the Hawaiian language, man. I just hate seeing languages go and become endangered. But that's besides the point. I got this pin of the Hawaiian flag. I have some pins on my hat, not all the hats. And you can see Britain flag is inside of the Hawaiian flag. I got a pin of a bee, a pin of a butterfly. I forgot what that butterfly's called. But I used to be really into insects and entomology when I was younger. Like back when I got this hat, 2022. Not so much nowadays. I have this completely beige, dark beige colored hat with this emblem. It's not embroidered. It's an iron-on. I don't really like iron-ons too much, but you see on the front of it, you got this big old scorpion, and I think it's called the emperor scorpion. I have one of these taxidermied on my wall. I don't remember actually how I got this. I'm pretty sure Amazon will have so many different funky hats, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually Amazon. I remember wearing this hat a lot when I was a youngin', and just brings back a lot of memories and histories back when I was so into entomology. This is the hat that I got the Kennedy Space Center. It was not my other NASA hat. And on the back, you see the embroidery for SpaceX. And on the front, the embroidery for the dragons. I will say I'm not Elon Musk stan. However, I do like what's going on with dragons, with SpaceX launching dragons and the Dragons program. It's cool to see like one dude do it instead of being an entity of the government. Then you got one dude doing it. Then I got this trucker hat. It's my first trucker hat. And I don't know what company this is. You got like an embroidered mountain, embroidered pine cone trees. And then what's cool is that then you got like these mountains embroidered onto the trucker part for the ventilation. And I've never seen that in a hat before. A sunset that's coming down onto this mountain. Look, here's my hat from France. I got this when I went to Betty. You'll see a bunch of people selling stuff on the street for souvenirs because there's so much tourism going on in Betty. But I had the weirdest experience. All I have here is just embroidered France onto it with the flag. There's nothing on the back. But I had the weirdest experience at my university. I was wearing this hat, right? So I was wearing this hat, and then I go into an elevator to go to my class, and then this lady looks at me. We go into the elevator, and then she looks at me, and she just starts going like, blah, 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 and speaking to me really fast in French. And I'm like, quoi? And I have no idea. I'm like, je ne comprends pas. Because my French is really bad. So I'm like, je ne comprends pas. And then she starts speaking to me more in French, and I feel so overwhelmed because I'm like, does this lady need help? Because if she needs help, I can't. French isn't that good. So then after saying je ne comprends pas and saying that a couple times, and she's like, you don't speak French? She starts speaking English. She's like, you don't speak French? And I'm like, no. And she's like, but your hat says France. I'm like, no, man, I just went to Betty. It's not that I'm fluent in French. And she just felt so disappointed. It turns out that she was not French, but she was a student studying from Germany that knew French, that was testing my French, but my French isn't that good. I am taking a French class this summer for my foreign language, so I'm going to learn some more French instead of knowing simple phrases. That's definitely a funny experience at my university. It was funny and daunting at the same time. So if any of you guys know about the Hard Rock series, the Hard Rock merch, man, you find these or people resell these, but you can only find these, you can't buy these on the internet. You can only find these at the stores, at the restaurants that they're selling them at, because at the restaurants are actually a restaurant. People confuse these, or like, is it apparel, is it a restaurant? They're actually both, but it is a cafe around the world, around America. There's a merch section, but you can only find these bad boys at the store. There's not an official page to find them unless people are reselling them in the secondhand market. I got this bad boy in Honolulu, got a nice beige color. My second one, I only have two in my collection, but for my second one, of course, I got the Betty in black. And I loved Betty, to say the least. I love that country so much. I can't speak French, but hablo español. Pero mi español no es bueno, mi español es mierda. A veces mi español es mierda. And man, if you're from the South in America, then you know what this emblem is. This is the Boogie's emblem. We got a bunch of these. This is like the Walmart of gas stations. If you're ever in the South and you see one of these bad boys and you haven't gone to one, you have to. Everything's good. Like the jerky's good, the sandwiches are good, the banana pudding's good, and they actually are making the food. If you're ever in the South and you haven't been there, you gotta get there and get the nanner pudding. That is the best thing out of the entire store, is the nanner pudding. This Kirby Abilities hat, and I know this looks mega nerdy, and it kind of is. It shows like a bunch of Kirby's abilities, like Fighter Kirby, the Kirby Sword, Kirby Jetpack, Kirby Umbrella, Kirby Fire, Kirby Cutter, Kirby Flying. That's not all the abilities, honestly. Oh, Kirby Mic. Kirby, when it has a microphone, he destroys everything. If you guys do not know, Kirby is my old-time favorite franchise. There's just a simple Nintendo hat, like, compared to this one. This one you're gonna get a lot of attention to, so I don't add it to a lot of fits. But this one is a Nintendo hat, but it's really low profile because it just has this little embroidery with the cool piranha plant. You can't really tell it's Mario unless you play the games. Unless you know about Mario, then you're gonna know about the piranha plant. But if you don't know a lot about Mario, you know what I mean? So the piranha plant is niche. Man, you already know, man. You already know I love One Piece. That's my favorite anime. The Jolly Roger, the Straw Hat Crew. I love One Piece, man. Go watch that video, man. If you haven't watched the video, go watch that video with me and Kit Kat, man, when we reviewed the live action trailer for One Piece that Netflix created. That series was not bad. That series was not bad at all. Seeing Netflix recreate it, that was crazy. I thought that they would mess up on it like they did with other anime adaptations. But no, they did the One Piece justice, man. Of course, I got some pins to it. The Jolly Roger for the Heart Crew. And it's a lot like the emblem for Doflamingo, the Don Quixote Pirates. So it's not a Jolly Roger of Ace, but it's just Bones with his hat. Anyways, if you have not watched One Piece, go watch it right now. And I know what you're gonna say, man, it's too long, man, it's too long. Man, you don't have to dedicate yourself to the entire anime. Just watch one episode. I will tell you one episode, and then if you don't like it, then don't watch it. But if you watch one episode and you like it, then continue on. I know it's like really flashy and everything, but it's cool how you got almost all of the people in the Straw Hat Crew. There's not Jinbei, but these are the fits of them at the beginning of the Whole Cake arc. I know towards the middle, then they're all wearing wedding attire. I mean, that's probably the only time I've ever seen them say that, I'm not even gonna lie. And then I got this old Star Wars hat. Back when Force Awakens did not come out, I got this hat. When it was announced and there's a trailer, it's pretty damaged here in the side because my old pup found it. It was buttoned on and everything. This is the hat that is most special to me, man. This hat my grandpa gave to me, the Norway hat, man. And my grandpa got this at Norway, and here's the colors of Norway and the 2 flags of Norway, and you see Norway written in English. And then down here, you'll see Norway written in different Scandinavian language. The Norge here, that is Bokmål. I know a little bit of Bokmål, which is the spoken language of Norway. I know that Nynorsk is the written language of Norway. And it is a total of 28 hats, almost 30. Let me know if you enjoyed this video or not. Let me know if you have any critiques. And let me know in the comments below, what more content do you want to see? Like, do you guys want some more philosophical content? Do you guys want more content with my buddy Kit Kat? Let me know, man. What do you guys want to see in the future? And as always, man, this is Misfit, man. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you all, guys, man.
I let us divide as we differ like a high over liquor. Shot glass or bong, this one hit me quicker. You make me turn before you should hit the flicker. Unless you want a bumper car fender bender.